This is literally the unsolicited update video that no one asked for, but I will do it anyways. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. Life has been lifing, but yeah, I hope you guys are good. Hope you're well. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. And to the people who have subscribed already, welcome back to the channel. Now this is going to be an update video. Guys, life has been lifing, you know, like life has been lifing. Like I literally, since I've been gone, I've left my job. I have had a serious depressive episode. I've left that episode. I have started planning a certain something. Like it's a lot going on right now. And I just feel like I needed to come on and speak. I've never been like a diary keeper. I've never been like a talk to someone kind of person. When I'm going through a lot of stuff, I keep it to myself and I just run it through my head over and over again. I've recently come off social media as well because I just feel like there's too much going on social media. Like this algorithm, like everywhere I'm going, I'm hearing algorithm, beat the algorithm, do this, do that. And it's like, when did social media become a business? Like, I obviously am aware that in the last few years, you know, people have been using social media as a way to boost, you know, their income through like ads and things like that. But it's a lot. Like social media used to be a thing where you could just escape from real life, and now it's like you try and escape, and every other thing they're trying to sell you something. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I've not used social media to try and boost sales in my businesses, but it's a lot. Like sometimes you just need to take a break. Sometimes you just need to unplug from everything, and at this point you may as well throw your phone in the river, because there's so much that you need to unplug from, that, you know, as well as that, these things also provide you with insight into what's going on into the world. Like it's hard to know when to unplug and when to just like chill, you know, when to just let it ride. But I've had to come off social media for a bit just to kind of get my mind together. I recently left my job. I don't know if I'll make a separate video on why I left my job, but I was working in a public sector department as a housing officer, and yeah, I had to skedaddle from there because my thing is cost of living crisis, what's going on in the UK, everything is rising. There's a lot going on. Like I don't need stress from life, and there's stress from work as well. I don't want to be in that space, and that's what that job was giving me. So I thank God for everything that he's blessed me with. I'm in the situation and the space where I could leave that job, but I had to leave that job, babe. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not looking for additional stress. Like life is stressful enough. I don't need it from, you know, here, everywhere. It's just trying to, you know, pull my hair out. Like I don't need it. I'm at a place in my life here where I'm really trying to figure things out, and it's hard. I can't lie, it's hard, like getting doors closed on your face, like getting told no, rejection after rejection. It's hard, and like I had to sit down and ask myself, like, really, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do with your life? I literally just came out of a really dark depressive episode, and I had to literally pull myself out of that. I'm finding that I'm having to do that often, and it's just like, this can't be life. This can't be life. Like every day wake up, it's grey clouds outside, there's no sun, you're going to work, you're coming back home, you're tired, you have no energy to work on your own life, what you want, your own personal goals. You're using the money that you get from work to literally survive, because that's what it is. We're literally surviving paycheck to paycheck. I know everyone wants to come and seem like they're, you know, these big ballers and that like that, but the average person is living paycheck to paycheck. We're surviving on what we have. But this can't be life. This can't be life, and this is really not what I want from my own life. It's just a lot going on. Like sitting down, thinking to myself, asking myself, what do I want to do with my life? Where do I want to be? And it's like, those are questions that I really can't answer. And I don't feel like people don't say this. That's why a lot of people feel like they're alone. I know people are feeling like this because I've spoken to people in my own personal life who feel the same way, but people don't speak on it. So when you're feeling like this, it's kind of like am I weird? Am I behind? Am I lacking? Like, but no, like there's a lot going on right now. If you are feeling the same way, trust me, you're not alone. Like, this life thing, yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. I feel like the best way to kind of cope is to have a plan. And I know have a plan, it sounds like like obviously are you not gonna have a plan, but no, I feel like at some point you need to just sit down and talk to yourself, literally look yourself in the mirror and just ask yourself, like, what are you doing, like, and where you want to be, what do you need to do to get there. I'm in the process of doing that. Obviously it's not gonna happen overnight, but God willing, you know, God has a plan. It's really just, it's a waiting game, waiting for that plan to align with your life, what you're doing right now. It's a waiting game, babes. Perfume. Now onto perfume, guys. I've not been buying perfume like that. I'm not gonna lie, cost of living crisis, like I've not been buying perfume like that. I bought, okay, that's a lie, I actually bought a perfume the other day. Perfume videos. I really want to do perfume videos. Of course, this is what put me on to YouTube. This is like what started my channel. I want to do videos for you guys, but just bear with me. Cost of living crisis, like we can't be going out, people in the UK, we can't be going out and just splurge unless you're living in that 5% where they can splurge all they want. We can't be going out and splurging, bah, bah, bah. We can't be doing that. Like, I have to really be the fragrances that I'd want at this point. I feel like my collection is at a point where I'm not gonna buy a fragrance unless I have been dreaming, sleeping, thinking of that fragrance. Like, I'm not gonna just splurge just because, you know, there's a big buzz around the fragrance. There's not really a lot of fragrances that have even piqued my interest. Like, I don't know what's going on with the fragrance world right now, but I feel like we're at a standstill, and there's not really a fragrance that's piqued my interest like that. So yeah, I'm not someone that's just gonna buy a fragrance to just come and say, yeah, I bought this fragrance. That's not my style. But yeah, so if you're waiting for a fragrance video from me, just bear with me. If one comes, all I can say is one comes. Also, I just want to add into this video, what is this obsession with layering? Like, okay, I get it, you want to layer so the fragrance lasts longer, I get it, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't like layering fragrances. I find that whole making sure it matches the body wash to the body cream, it's fun, it's very fun to do. Like, I'll do that if I'm like in a very fun self-care kind of mood. But babe, if I buy a fragrance and I like the fragrance, I just want to spray the fragrance. Like, okay, you smell me, that's great. I feel like this whole, we now have to make sure that this aligns with this and this oil and this shimmer and this cream. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot for me, I can't even lie. Like, I've never even been like a layering fragrance kind of person. Normally when I'm looking for fragrances anyways, the main thing that I look for so that it lasts is it a heavy fragrance, is it a strong fragrance, what's the longevity. Like, I'm looking at that in the reviews, I'm looking at that in the composition itself. For instance, fragrances with like a note of green tea and musk, babe, it's more than likely that fragrance won't last on me and it won't be strong. So like, I'm not gonna even look at it, I'm not gonna lie. But but like, yeah, this layering fragrance thing is become like a thing, and it's a bit much for me. If you like to layer fragrances, then that's your jam. But yeah, I'm seeing all these layer this combo and this combo with this cream, with this shower gel, with this vitamin, and I'm just like, oh, I just enjoy a fragrance for what it is. If I enjoy the fragrance at least, then longevity may not be a big factor. But for me anyway, looking for fragrance, the first thing I look at is it strong and does it last long. So lastly, the new year, new me, period. Like, new year, new me, facts. Like, I am really trying to make something of this year. I feel like the past few years I've just made a habit of just entering the new year and, you know, go with the flow, seeing how things go. But this year I'm actually trying to make things happen, like in terms of my professional life, in terms of just my spiritual personal journey. Like, I'm trying to make things happen. I feel like the best way that can happen, even though I've never been a planner, like, I'm definitely the type of person, when I want things to happen, when I want to do things, boom boom boom, I have to do it there and then, it has to be done. But I think the best way it can happen is making small small plans here and there throughout the year. Like, even when I write things in my diary, I'm not gonna lie, unless it's in my calendar on my phone, I will not open that diary for 6 more months. So I have to find a way to just strategically, probably put in on my walls, what makes sense, but just strategically make plans for the year. Like, and guys, plans don't have to be mad big. Like, they don't have to be like, oh, in 6 months I'm gonna have 6 million in my account. It doesn't have to be that big. Start small. I feel like this day and age where people love to grow fast and become millionaires overnight, like, that's all well and good, but being realistic with your current circumstance, you have to be realistic. Be realistic with your current circumstance and try not to compare yourself to everyone else. I know that's really hard. Even me, like, I've only just recently got to the point where it's like, I'm not gonna be like you, I'm not gonna be like everyone else if that's not naturally what resonates with me. Going on to like content I see on YouTube, I'm seeing a lot of the same thing. Like, I'm seeing a lot of this clean girl, soft life, pamper, self-care, all these kind of videos, and I'm not even hating. Like, some of them are really relaxing, some of them are really nice to watch, aesthetically pleasing, that's great. But if that doesn't resonate with the kind of content that I want to create, I'm not going to create it. I see a lot of the same kind of content on YouTube now, and it's like, sometimes it can be a bit disheartening when it's like, do I need to make that content to pop? Like, do I need to make that to get to where they are? Sometimes it can be disheartening because it's like, I don't want to. Like, I honestly don't want to. Like, it's nice to watch, you know, that kind of content here and there, but I'm gonna put out what I want to put out, what I can naturally resonate with, what I naturally have genuine interest in filming, and hopefully that garners, you know, a crowd that are interested in those same things as well. But yeah, I just hope everyone finds some individuality this year, and that's not shading, I'm not shading anybody, but hopefully we all find individuality this year. Like, it's okay to just be yourself. Hopefully with the growth of individuality, that will encourage spaces for different kind of people with different kind of interests. Let's touch on mental health. How's everyone's mental health doing? I hope everyone's mental health is doing okay. I really want to touch on this lastly because, like I said in the video earlier, I did just recently come out of quite a dark space, and I had to pull myself out of that space. But for anyone else who is in a dark space, I'm not a therapist, so I can't give clinical advice, but just know that there is help out there. It's really just about finding the help. Honestly, getting that help and at least trying to get help is better than doing anything drastic. I know recently I had to call my GP and kind of get some support that way, but family, friends, you know, reaching out to them, and that's gonna sound so hypocritical because I don't like to give people or put my problems on other people, but if you feel like you're at a point where there's really nowhere else to turn, definitely look to that friend, look to that family member, just open up, because a lot of us are in the same space, and I think it will help if people were more transparent as much as they can be, because it's quite hard to be transparent about those things, but I think it would just help if people were more transparent about, you know, things like mental health and where they are at themselves, because a lot of people aren't happy, even though it looks like people are happy, like people are popping, like people's life is just perfect. A lot of people aren't what is being portrayed, and unfortunately some people can see a lot of people happy and just think, you know, oh, all these people are happy, why am I not? You know, all these people are happy, what's wrong with me? And that's not the case. But mental health check-in, I wish you all the best. I really hope you find the help and support that you need. Just know that you're not alone. There are so many people in that same space as well. This was just a video literally of a few things that have been on my mind recently. I really admire those people that can be on job with recording videos like back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I know they probably use like scheduling apps and stuff like that, but I commend you guys because woo, it's not easy. But yeah, if you do watch this video, if you do enjoy this video, do like, comment and subscribe. In the comments you can put some of your goals for 2023. I want to see what you guys are trying to build up to in this new year, and yeah, look after yourselves.